Hey, how you doing? It's your boy, the MagiSamstar, and I'm here today with another energy tower reading for the week of January 3rd to the 8th. Um, Hope everybody's doing great today. Please like and subscribe to my channel. It's greatly appreciated. Hope everyone's having a great new year and ready to start off the week. Um, this session is for energy, soul healing purposes, just to understand the energy that's going on for the week, to give you the energy for the week, to give you the obstacles, and then the advice that can help you through the week. That's gonna help you for your soul's growth and soul healing. So I'm just gonna shuffle these cards. Gonna look over, just do an overview of the week, get the advice, get the obstacles, and see where this energy is heading. So before I even pull cards, I'm getting again in purple. So I'm guessing that's like I feel that's the pineal gland, the third eye, perception, intuition, seeing things with a lot more clarity. Like there's an expansion in our third eyes of what we need to do. It becomes clear to us on a vision of going forward and what we want, what we're excited about is by being excited and expanding on our vision, on the plan, on what we want. But it's through the third eye, so it comes through faith. It's about bringing our wisdom and taking the wisdom that we have and bringing it into the experience, so we can actually ground it. What we're looking for. So like we have our soul purpose. We know what we need to do. We know what we want. But it's taking those experiences, what we have all from before, from the past. It's about taking those experiences and actually working with that experience, working with that knowledge of inner knowing. Like, I've been through all this before. I have the experience. Now it's the inner knowing, and taking that inner knowing and using that to create new structures and new habits, new routines. Really like using our intuition and having the inner knowing and moving through faith, through the unknown, as we are creating, as we are constantly creating, and being one with, again, like the crown chakra now, like one with our higher self, like really connecting with our higher self and trusting what we should be doing. And it's going to come with a lot of moving through our fears, moving through our worries, moving in our confidence, and pushing through our obstacles, pushing through those fears and worries and sense of judgment and self-criticism. It's just really about, like, our soul wants to really open up and expand, but we have to get through aspects of our personality that's keeping us restricted from really fulfilling what we can do by not limiting ourselves. And it comes down to that. It's like have to stop limiting ourselves and expand, and we pushing ourselves out this comfort zone that we could be really, really finding ourselves in. And the divine is kind of just trying to help guide us with the tools and the vision, the dreams, the intuitive feelings that we're getting, and it just taking that energy and expressing it and moving through the experience with the energy of inner knowing, so we can bring creation. So anyway, I'm going to pull some cards. Okay. So we have the Moon card, we have the Ace of Cups, and then we have the Seven of Wands. So with the Moon card, we have the Moon is all about like the illusions. It's about us. It's about going with and feeling our own fears, feeling our own worries, feeling our own insecurities, feeling where we have like self-criticism at. Because in this card, it's like a scarab coming out from the bottom. So there's a lot of potential that's coming out of the Moon as more we realize aspects of ourselves, as our shadows, what's really blocking us, what we're really scared of that's keeping us from like utilizing our own potential and our own power. And it's going through like this emotional murkiness that we having to navigate through. So at this time, it's really good to kind of like take a rest, relax, contemplate. Um, understand what's coming up for you in your consciousness that might be, um, you might feel that's kind of just holding you down or weighing you down, or any emotional suppression that you haven't been really dealing with. Find the time to kind of just like contemplate and go through that. The moon's also represented by Pisces. Um, Represented by Pisces energy. So again, intuition, imagination, um, dissolving, a higher self connection and everything like that. So it's like this is an illusion that we just basically just be made for ourselves, that we just going through, and we just going through the illusion, going through these illusions of ourselves that we place on ourselves. So it is navigating this darkness, like using intuition to navigate this darkness, because there's gonna be light on the other side. You have the Ace of Cups here. So there's definitely new beginnings. It's like new creative beginnings, new love, new opportunities, finding something that we're passionate about. So going through this week today, going through this week is going to bring out maybe like some emotional expressions that we haven't really felt. Maybe finding a passion, um, bringing out creativity. Pisces is all about creativity as well. So there's some newfound creativity, emotional strength. Find this emotional encouragement to move past our troubles and past the past. It definitely just, I feel like there's new beginnings. It's new beginnings, especially with the moon card here with the Ace of Cups. It's definitely new beginnings, and the way we're feeling emotionally, because the way we feel emotionally is the way we're going to be creating the world, because what we feel is how we create. But I feel like we can be connecting more to our emotional self. That's going to be allowing us to open more, to be a little bit more vulnerable, to be more open, which will allow us to express ourselves more. There's a lot of blue in this card, so self-expressing, expressing our emotions, expressing our creativity, expressing our feelings, just really allowing this emotional to release. Maybe this crying of joys, of happiness, of letting go of pain, as we kind of liberate ourselves from our own darkness and our own shadows. There's a lot of emotional releasing, which is also going to bring a lot of new beginnings, because we're going to be feeling more emotionally empowered to do things. We have the Seven of Wands here. So this is definitely like a breakthrough. Like we have to push. We're gonna have to break through. We're gonna have to use our creativity. We're gonna have to march on and move forward. Be headstrong. Be determined. Be focused on what we want to create. Where happiness. How we want to create happiness in our lives. This is like a little initiation to our own shadow self. So it takes work. It's not gonna really come easy. We're gonna have to push for it. If you want to do something, and then before you do it, you get that block, and that block is because you're procrastinating. There's a little bit of self-criticism. You scared that it might not be well enough. It's like really finding that energy within you to push through that block, to be like, no, I have to do this. Like, I have to create this. I have to get over this fear. I have to trust my inner voice. I have to trust what makes me happy, what brings me purpose, what I'm passionate about, and basically just give it a chance. A lot of sacral chakra energy here, so there's a lot about transformation and change this week. There's a lot of growth, a lot of rebirthing, coming out of this dark place of hiding who we are, and allowing ourselves to become more of our authentic self and our potential, and just be like, you know what? This is where I show myself. This is where I do what I need to do. This is where I step up and trust the divine and have faith in the vision that I'm getting from my higher self. So the obstacles for this week. What would be the obstacles, Spirit? What are the obstacles? The obstacle would be downplaying your own abilities. You got the sun card here, but the sun is luminous. So the obstacle would be holding yourself back and not expressing the way that you want to express yourself. It'd be holding yourself. It'd be dimming your own light. Just don't dim your own light. Don't hold back. You know what I mean? Reclaim your power. Don't sit back and dim your own light and denounce and diminish your own power, your own strength, your own confidence. Do things that's going to empower you. Do the work that you neglecting or whatever you want to do that you're stopping yourself, and just do it. Because by doing the action, you actually brings the confidence, you bring the power, because you're shifting the energy into I'm scared of doing this, I don't want to do this, I'm procrastinating to do it, into actually doing it, which actually brings the energy and allows it to flow through you and builds the confidence that you need, builds the strength. And you come and you're just getting out the momentum, and you want to keep that momentum up. So the obstacle is not dimming your light. It's not. That's what I feel. Don't dim your light. With the Knight of Swords, going forward, it's like the obstacles. Make sure you have a direction, focused direction. When you dim your light and you don't see the obstacles, you know what I mean? You can't. When you dim your light, you can't overcome the obstacles that are in front of you, because you need to have that confidence. You need to have that sense of self-power and self-awareness, illumination of self. You know what I mean? Like, this is who I am. This is who I'm going to illuminate as. And once you do that, you know what I mean? It's easier to see the path in front of you. The vision expands, and you can overcome the obstacles with a clearer mindset. But when you're dimming your light and you're not allowing yourself to overcome your shadows, and keeping yourself stuck in worry and fear, and not allowing yourself to surrender and trust the divine, then the obstacles are a lot more harder to overcome. Like, you can't see clearly, there's no direction to go. You're just stuck. You don't want to be stuck, you want to be breaking through. So the advice it's pretty simple. The advice I'm getting for y'all is the Princess of Disc versus the Page of Pentacles, and like regular tarot, I'm using the Dark Tarot. And advice is just create. The Page of Pentacles, Princess of Disc, she's like one of the most powerful women in the deck, because she is earth and she actually holds in the staff. She brings down the energy from the top of the crown, from the top of the tree, down into the physical realities. Like, she's the womb. So this talking about creation. Create. The advice is to create, the trust of the divine, resources, the intuition, the impulses, the like intuitive impulses to create. Just create, divinely create, bring things into manifestation, shift your energy into more of being a co-creator, a spirit, a magician, alchemist, as we go through this transformation and reconfiguration of our being, and allow yourself to just create, be an artist, create. You don't have to be like an artist, like paint and like draw, but like creating the life that you want, putting things in place by acting on the confidence, by going through the experiences, and by creating new experiences, by going through the experiences. Like, and like we just at this point where it's just like we have the intuitive knowledge, like we have the inner knowing what to create and what to do. We just have to do it. You just have to experience it. We have to take the knowledge and experience it, and by The way we experience it is by living in it and creating with the wisdom and knowledge that we accumulated and making it concrete. And you know what I mean, even though we don't have the full picture, like we know within that we can do it, that we can create it, because we've been through so much. And this is just the same thing that's working. That's working with the divine, that's working with your intuition, working with the inner knowing that you have to create the new world. Because the universe is right here, which is Saturn. So that's completion, like doing your work, being the creative, allowing yourself to overcome the obstacles, allowing yourself to shine your light and not dim it, allowing yourself to go through the emotional healing and releasing, to allow yourself to push yourself to get the confidence that you need to break through obstacles, to break through limiting perspectives and habits that you're doing, and break free of those and like kind of liberate yourself. It just coming up into like a whole new world. And we got the lovers, which is connection. This could be connection with your higher self, connection with spirit. Saying connect to your higher self. You know what I mean? Connect to your higher self. That's the lovers, the love of you and your higher self. Relating information, there's Gemini relating information from the higher self to the lower self, like receiving information of marriage. You know what I mean? It's like your union of connection between the higher and lower self through the soul. It's allowing its divine wisdom and knowledge to kind of just guide you. You know, again, transformation of the mind, the soul being birthed through this union to get more like it express itself more through you. You know, so yeah. There's a lot going on this week, and there's a lot of transformation. There's a lot of breakthroughs. There's a lot of us finding our potential, finding our light. There's a lot of intuitive downloads that are coming that's going to be helping us to kind of like have a clear understanding of who we are and what we should be doing and what we need to do and how we're going to create it. And it's just trusting it, right? You might want to write these things down, these insights that come to you, because when you get them, you're gonna feel so inspired by it. Let me just write them down, because you might not feel inspired by it by the next day, but like just know that you felt inspired by it. And when you go back to it, just know that it's true. Just trust it. Just like, you know what, I got this idea, I got this plan of how I should put this together, and then just go for it. And just really trusting the divine, like the communication back and forth. We need to have that back and forth connection with our soul, our higher self, with information, so we can create what is meant for us. It's going to bring expansion and growth and luck and love. And we're really here to create this new world, this new earth. But when we really connect to our higher self, to our soul, and I mean living in joy, living in happiness, living in love, living from our hearts, it comes a lot easier. And we're not holding ourselves back. We're not restricting ourselves from living in our joy or living in our happiness, from like self-criticism or what other people going to think about us. We just living in our authenticity and letting our shine, and that's going to inspire us to do better as we see ourselves doing it, and it's going to inspire other people to do the same, because they be like, I can do that too. So until next time, Soul Fam, it's been great. Please hit that like button. Subscribe to me on here on YouTube. Hit me up on IG, on Instagram. Pull up daily posts and tarot and things on there as well. And my website is gonna be up soon, so you can book readings or like energy sessions with me. This is gonna be great. So I'm looking forward to the future, and I hope y'all are the best. So until next time, bright souls, peace.